Actually, and we're live. Hello, everybody. Let me know who's watching, and welcome to the week 2 of our virtual quizzes, and welcome to mini to junior level. So, comment down below who's watching. If you're not obviously here from Silvermere, let me know. And as usual, we start the question at past, and to allow everyone time to get on. So we'll wait until past before we start the questions. And as usual, there are 5 rounds. In each round, there is 10 answers. So you're working a point per answer. And then overall, you get a score out of 50, which is obviously your guys' responsibility to add up and score however you wish. Obviously, so on week 2, so the program is same as last week. So today is mini to junior level. On Wednesday, it is junior to senior level. On Friday, it is senior level. And then on the Sunday, it is more general horsey equine knowledge, which the topics are now released for. And they are famous equestrians and their horses, venues, royals and their horses, racing, and questioning them at the Olympics. We've got some new topics in there for that this week. You would have seen, if you've seen the posters, we also released the topics for the juniors and the senior quizzes. So you have a bit more of an idea what topics you're going to get to be able to have a bit more research of what you need to know. Still based on the test levels, with the seniors being a slight exception with learning theory as it was requested. So obviously that's not normally in the test levels, so that's changing things up a little bit. So we'll wait until past. So we've got about 8 more minutes before we start. If anyone has any other questions not related to the quiz, let me know in the comments down below, and or even if it's related to the quiz, obviously. Comment down below and I will be able to answer them. Any questions at all? Obviously, make sure if you have a Google account, you're subscribed to this YouTube channel. Thank you to everyone who is subscribed, because we are now at 51 subscribers, so we're halfway to 100, which is really good. Make sure you're following us on TikTok. Make sure you're following us on Instagram. Make sure you like our page on Facebook. Make sure you're following all our social medias. Obviously, on Thursday, we will go live on Facebook and Instagram again at 4:30 and do the yard tour. The same thing as last week. If anyone's got any questions, post them on our social media. Let us know. If anyone's got any ideas of anything in particular they want to see, we can do our best to do them. So give us any ideas. Yes, Bethany, there is learning theory stuff on the Google Drive for quiz. So I will send it to you, because obviously you've only got the Blue Cross link. I will send you the quiz link so you can learn about the learning theory stuff. And Lucy, you're very welcome. I'm going to share that later this evening anyway, if there's anyone else. But I saw you drawing, and I was like, just have to tell her. I know Sarah one actually did it last year or the year before, and ended up going to getting shown at the championships and stuff. There's like a little art gallery during the championships, and she actually made it into the art gallery, which is really cool. And yes, of course, you can draw a picture of Blue. That's absolutely fine. So the art thing is, the Pony Club hosts a competition every year. They do 2 age categories. They do 11 and under, and I think it was. I'll look it up, but I will link it on the Facebook page and Instagram page later. But the Pony Club hold a competition for everyone in the Pony Club all around, and it's an art competition. You have until June 30th to submit your entries, and it's here. It is. Here's the post. So there's an age category which is 11 years and under, and then there's an age category which is 12 to 16, and then there's another one which is 17 years and over, and it's open to any Pony Club member around the world. So that's including outside of England and stuff, and Wales, and so it could be American people as well. I will link it on the Facebook, and they have award-winning judges. and you have until June 30th to submit your entries. It says to lift the theme of this year's art competition is equestrian hopes and dreams. But yes, I will link it all on Facebook and Instagram later so you can have a proper look, Evie, if you would like, and see if that would interest you. Hello, Lucy. Welcome. And I've just got a text message come through, I think. Hi, Ellie. Hi, Tilly. Just got your message through. So we've got people watching who can't necessarily comment, but that's absolutely fine. More comments coming through. So anyone got any other questions? We've got about 4 more minutes. Like I said, I will link the art film for everyone to see. And if you haven't already seen, there is also the short story competition as well that the Pony Club are hosting with some great prizes as well. So if there's any budding writers out there or any budding artists, there's stuff for you to also have a go at. Obviously, we had great success in the Easter bonnet competition with Evie winning the 12 and under regional competition, which was really good. You got posted on the Area 13 Pony Club page and everything, Evie, so really well done. So about 4 more minutes. Lucy, you should enter the story contest. Have you seen the prizes? They're insane. It's like you could have a yard visit to William Fox Pitt's yard. You win like badminton tickets, like 4 badminton tickets or like 2 badminton tickets, car passes. You can win like lessons with riders, and there's lots of really cool prizes. I think there was Chatsworth tickets as well for next year as well. So there's lots of good prizes there as well. So they're both really worth a look at. How do you enter? I wasn't paying attention. Lucy, which one? Enter the art competition or the short story competition? I'm guessing the short story competition. If you go onto our Facebook page, there's actually, we shared it, or you can go onto the Pony Club Facebook page and you'll find it, and it's on the Pony Club website, and you can find links to both the art and short story. So yeah, Lucy, the one with the prizes was a short story one, and there's a link on Facebook. I'm pretty certain on our Facebook page. I think I shared it through one of the group chats on Instagram, and it's on the Pony Club website. Yeah, there is that, Lucy. I know that. I think there's some equestrian centres doing lessons, and it's not just with top riders. I'm not sure. You have to look into that, but I'm guessing you might be. I think you suggest your top 3. You suggest your top 3 prizes that you would like, because I suppose they've got to consider that centre people won't have their own horses and stuff. So you can list your top 3 prizes, the ones you would like, when you enter, and you can enter with the short story. You can enter up to 3 pieces of writing. They just have to be under 1,500 words. You can even write 3 different stories and just absolutely anything horsey. Oh yeah, you can do poems. Doesn't have to be a story. Okay, so about 1 more minute before we start. Has anyone got any questions before we start? And the topics in the mini levels, if you don't already know, it's the same topics as last week, just different questions. But the topic is tack and equipment, know your horse, grooming, know your aids and handling, and care of the pony at grass. So those are the topics we're going to be going over. And we'll do the usual thing. We'll run the first 3 topics, and then we will. So the first 3 topics, then we'll do the answers, then we'll have a break, and then we'll do the last 2 topics and the answers. And of course, you don't need to tell me the name, Lucy. Blue's good. He's A little bit of a pansy compared to the others, so he's getting rugged a lot more overnight than any of the other ponies are. But otherwise he's good. We're just monitoring his weight because where he's now being out a lot, he's dropping weight a little bit. So we're just upping his feed, keeping him warm. But otherwise he's very happy. Okay, if everyone is ready to start, you've got your pad, your paper, whatever you're writing the answers down. Please say ready in the comments down below and we can get started. So when quite a few readies come through, we will then start. Okay, so quite a few readies come through now, so we will get started. So round 1 is tack and equipment. So question 1, what is the piece of the bridle cord that runs over the horse's poll? What is the piece of the bridle cord that runs over the horse's poll? Then question number 2 is, what piece of equipment stops the pony from putting his head down to eat grass? What piece of equipment stops the pony from putting his head down to eat grass? Then question number 3, aside from a fillet string / tail guard, what else could be used to hold the back of a rug in place? Aside from a fillet string / tail guard, what else could be used to hold the back of a rug in place? Then question number 4, how much clearance should the pommel have above the withers? How much clearance should the pommel have above the withers? Then question number 5, where in the horse's mouth does the bit sit? Where in the horse's mouth should the bit sit? Question number 6, in what order should you do up the straps on a rug? In what order should you do up the straps on a rug? Then question number 7, how many wrinkles should the height of the bit leave either side of the mouth? How many wrinkles should the height of the bit leave either side of the mouth? Number 8, what is the part of the saddle cord underneath that allows space for the spine? What is the part of the saddle cord underneath that allows space for the spine? What question was on? Number 9, name 3 types of rugs. Number 9, again, name 3 types of rugs. Then question number 10. What part of the bridle should you rinse off after every ride? What part of the bridle should you rinse off after every ride? So that is end of round 1. Does anyone need any of those questions repeated? Because there was a little bit going on in the background. So comment down below if you would like any of those questions repeated. Otherwise, we will obviously move on to round 2, which is Know Your Horse. So just check if any comments need to come through. Okay, so let's move on to round 2 then. So, question number 1 is, what is the correct name for the horse's belly? That's fine, Lucy. Sam, Lucy missed all the questions apart from question 1 and 2. Barkley. She should be, yes. Otherwise, we do have her number. We will send the questions over, Lucy, for you. My lovely assistants are getting on that right now. She got 1 and 2. Okay, so question number 2 of round 2 is, what is the area of the horse's body called directly behind the saddle? What is the area of the horse's body called directly behind the saddle? Then question number 3. What is the bony part of the tail called? What is the bony part of the tail called? Number 4. What is the correct name of a blue eye? What is the correct name of a blue eye? Number 5. What are horses measured in? What are horses measured in? Question number 6. If a pony has a sandy brown body, a black mane and tail, and black legs, what colour are they? If a pony has a sandy brown body, black mane and tail, and black legs, what colour are they? Then question number 7. What is it called when horses have a dark stripe that runs from withers to the tail along the spine? What is it called when horses have a dark stripe that runs from withers to the tail along the spine? Question number 8. Name 2 spotted patterns / colourings of ponies. Name 2 spotted patterns / colourings of ponies. Then question number 9. What is it called when you have black marks on your white leg markings? In particular, they're down the bottom. What is it called when you have black marks on white leg markings?
Here. Indy.
Question number 10. Name 3 native British breeds of pony or horse. So name 3 native British beads. Name 3 native British breeds. Huh? Okay, so that was the end of round 2. Does anyone want any of those questions repeated? Let us know in the comments down below and we will repeat them. Or if something happened and you need them being sent to you, we can also do that. Hello. What? You want to be in the video? There's an Indy come to join. If you heard any of the barking. And Bethany Partridge, you would like 8 and 9 repeated. Okay. So number 8. Name 2 spotted patterns / colourings. And then number 9 was, what is it called when you have black marks on white leg markings? Everyone else happy? And Bethany, did you hear those? I don't think you can even see me right now. It's just an Indy.
Everyone loves an Indy.
Okay, everyone happy? We'll move on to round 3. Okay, so round 3 is grooming. Question 1 is, how many sponges should you have in a grooming kit? Or how many at least should you have? But at least how many sponges should you have in a grooming kit? Question number 2. What brush should you use on clipped areas of the pony? A dandy brush or a body brush? What brush should you use on clipped areas of the pony? A dandy brush or a body brush? I like Lucy's comment. She's put, I watched your grooming video before this. At least we know if you took note. Obviously, if you haven't watched that already, guys, go check that out after the quiz. Question number 3. Why should you have multiple sponges in a grooming kit? Why should you have multiple sponges in a grooming kit? Then question number 4. What brushes can be used on the face? What brushes can be used on the face? Then question number 5. How do you apply hoof oil? How do you apply hoof oil? question number 6 is, what is used when strapping? What is used when strapping? So at least one answer. Then question number 7 is, what is a stable rubber used for? What is a stable rubber used for? Question number 8. What tools could you use to help a pony shed their winter coat? What tools could you use to help a pony shed their winter coat? Then question number 9. Why would you use hoof oil? Why would you use hoof oil? Then question number 10 is, what is strapping? What is strapping? Okay, so that brings us to the end of round 3. So if anyone would like any of those questions again, you know the drill. Comment down below before we start the answers for the first 3 rounds. Otherwise, comment down below if you are ready for the questions. Answers. Not questions.
Yeah.
Hello. Next dog to be featured. If you're staying this side, you're going to stay this side. We would like number 8. How many answers do we want? And we're getting a lot of Mias coming through and a lot of readies. Number 8, we're looking for at least 2. Memes, what are you doing?
They're so cute.
Attack of the dogs.
Gave me a kisses.
Well, like we had to make a feature.
Oh. Sorry, did you say you have a dog to feature?
No,
It's
I
if they
had to
had them
make
in.
a feature. Okay, there's a lot of readies coming through, so we will go through the answers for the first 3 rounds. Up to the top. Okay, so round 1 was tack and equipment.
Indy, sit down.
It's a great shot. So, tack and equipment. So, round 1. Question 1 was, what is the piece of the bridle called that runs over the horse's pole? The answer we were looking for was headpiece. So, headpiece. Question number 2. What piece of equipment stops the pony from putting his head down to eat grass? You could have had grass rein or daisy rein. So grass rein or daisy rein. Question number 3. Aside from a fillet string / tail guard, what else could be used to hold the back of a rug in place? We were looking for leg straps. leg straps. And question number 4 was, how much clearance should the pommel have above the withers? The answer was 4 fingers or a hand's width. So 4 fingers or a hand's width, like that. And then question number 5, where in the horse's mouth does the bit sit? Well, it sits on the bars of the mouth. The bars of the mouth. Question number 6. In what order should you do up the straps on a rug? That should have been front to back, which is chest, belly, legs. You wrote back to front. I was like, so front to back, so you start at the chest, then the belly, then the legs. So if anyone watched our rugging video, that would have been very helpful in this video. Then question number 7. How many wrinkles should the height of the bit leave either side of the mouth? You're looking at about 1.5 to 2. So you want about 1.5 to 2 wrinkles. Number 8. What is the part of the saddle cord underneath that allows space for the spine? That's the gullet. It's Mia. So what part of the saddle? What is the part of the saddle cord underneath the space under Take 2, guys, hold on. Okay, so what is the part of the saddle cord underneath that allows space for the spine? It was the gullet. So that was question 8 repeated. Then question number 9 was name 3 types of rugs. So the answer is you could have had turnout, stable, fleece, fly sheet, string, Thermatex, sheet, underrug, waffle. If anyone's got anything else, we might have forgotten some off the top of our heads. Let us know. New Zealand counts because that's a turnout. So you could have had turnout or New Zealand, stable rug or poly, fleece, fly sheet, string rug, Thermatex, sheet, underrug, waffle. Anyone got any others? We will check them. A duvet. Duvet counts. Yes, good girl. Then question 10 was, what part of the bridle? Sweet Itch Rugs fine, Evie. Sorry, question 10. What part of the bridle should you rinse off after every ride? That answer was the bit. The bit. Okay, so that was all of round 1's answers. Does anyone need any of the answers repeated, or is everyone happy before we move on to round 2? Okay, so I think we're all happy. So we'll move on to round 2, which was Know Your Horse. So question number 1 was, what is the correct name for the horse's belly? The answer you were looking for is barrel. So the answer was barrel. Question number 2 was, what is the area of the horse's body called directly behind the saddle? That is the loins. So we're looking for the loins.
B.
Question number 3. What is the bony part of the tail called? That is, of course, the dock. The dock. Question number 4. What is the correct name of a blue eye? They are called walleye. Walleye. Question number 5. What are horses measured in? They're measured in hands. So, hands.
Easy. Out.
Question number 6. If a pony has a sandy brown body, a black mane and tail, and black legs, what colour are they? We were looking for dun. A dun. Question 7. What is it called when horses have a dark stripe that runs from the withers to the tail along the spine? That is a dorsal stripe. Dorsal stripe. Question number 8. Name 2 spotted patterns / colourings. You could have had blanket spotted, leopard spotted, snowflake spotted. So blanket spotted, leopard spotted, snowflake spotted. Question number 9. What is it called when you have black marks on white leg markings? They're ermine marks. Ermine marks. Then question number 10 was name 3 British native breeds. So you could have had a New Forest, Exmoor, Dartmoor, Highland, Shetland, Welsh Pony or Welsh Cob, Suffolk Punch, Cleveland Bay, Shire, Clydesdale, Eriskay, Connemara, Hackney, Irish Cob, Irish Draft, Irish Sports Horse, Dales, Fell, Thoroughbred. We might have forgotten 1 or 2. So you could have had New Forest, Exmoor, Dartmoor, Highland, Shetland, Welsh Pony or Welsh Cob, Suffolk Punch, Cleveland Bay, Shire, Clydesdales, Welsh Cob. We've said that. Eriskay, Connemara, Hackney, Irish Cob, Irish Draft, Irish Sports Horse, Dales, Fell, Thoroughbred. So if anyone had any other answer, do let us know, because we might have missed 1 off, and we will let you know if it's correct. Otherwise, that was the end of round 2 answers. Does anyone need any of the answers repeated before we move on to round 3? Your apostrophe. Otherwise, if everyone's happy, we will move on to round 3. Which was obviously grooming. So, question number 1 was, at least how many sponges should you have in a grooming kit? So you should have at least 3. So at least 3. Question number 2. What brush should you use on clipped areas of the pony? A dandy brush or a body brush? The answer is a body brush. Body brush. Question number 3. Why should you have multiple sponges in a grooming kit? So the reason is to avoid cross-contaminating of areas such as the eyes, nose, and bottom. So to avoid cross-contamination of areas such as eyes, nose, and bottom. Then question number 4. What brushes can be used on the face? So the brushes are a body brush or a face brush. So a body brush or a face brush. Question number 5. How do you apply hoof oil? Well, with a hoof oil brush. With a hoof oil brush. Question number 6. What is used when strapping? So if you have at least one, you can get the point. So you could use a wisp, a strapping pad, a massage pad. A wisp, strapping pad, massage pad. Question number 7. What is a stable rubber used for? It's for adding a finishing shine to the horse's coat after grooming. It's for adding a finishing shine to the horse's coat after grooming. Question number 8. What tools could you use to help a pony shed their winter coat? So the two main tools that will help to get the hair up and out is a shedding blade and a rubber curry comb. So a shedding blade and a rubber curry comb.
The strapping one, what would you use when strapping? I'm assuming.
Because yes, you do technically use a stable rubber for that as well. Lucy, define stable rubber. Question mark. Otherwise, well, she comments that. Question 9 was why would you use hoof oil? So that's to keep the feet moist during dry months, to keep the feet hard during wet months, and to add shine to them for appearance. So to keep the feet moist during dry months, to keep the feet hard during wet months, and to add shine to their appearance. Question number 10 was what is strapping? So this is when you fan or hit the main muscle groups of the horse to help warm them up and to maintain muscle condition. Question 6. Yep, you can. So when you're strapping, you use a wrist, a strapping pad, or a massage pad, and then you have to wipe the muscles afterward with either a body brush or a stable rubber. So that's absolutely fine, Lucy. If you've got one of the other ones as well, because you can't actually strap with a stable rubber. Then question number 10, repeated, was when you bang or hit the main muscle groups of the horse to help maintain muscle condition and to warm them up. Does anyone want any of the answers repeated for round 3 before we take about a 5-minute break? And then we'll finish round 4 and 5. Does anyone comment down below? If not, add up your scores. Let us know how you're doing on the halfway point. Obviously, it's out of 30. And then we will continue after a 5-minute break. So let the scores come through. And Lucy said, I missed 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Answer 1, Lucy, was a minimum of 3. Minimum of 3. And then question 2 was body brush. Body brush. And then question number 3 was to avoid cross-contaminating of areas such as eyes, nose, and bottom. To avoid cross-contaminating of areas such as eyes, nose, and bottom. So if everyone else is happy, add up your scores and let us know. We will take a 5-minute break and then we will be back. Okay, guys, hello again. I am back, and there's some really good scores coming through. We've got any other scores that need to come through? Some high scores up in the 20, which is good. Otherwise, let me know if everyone comments down below when you're ready, and we will get started with round 4. So comment down below when you're ready, and we will get started with round 4.
You can go further.
Quite a few readies coming through. Just see if we can get 1 or 2 more maybe. And then we will start.
Yeah.
There we go. So a couple more readies. Right. So round 4 was know your aids and handling. So question 1. When brushing your pony's tail, where should you stand? When brushing your pony's tail, where should you stand? Then question number 2. After dismounting, what should be done with your stirrups? So there's 2 things you could do with them. But what should be done with your stirrups after dismounting? Question number 3. How many beats to the horse's walk? How many beats to the horse's walk? Then question number 4. When turning out a pony, what must you do before letting them go? When turning out a pony, what must you do before letting them go? So there's actually 2 things you should do. Question number 5. What side of the horse do you mount and dismount from? What side of the horse do you mount and dismount from? Question number 6. When trotting up, what must the horse be led in? When trotting up, what must the horse be led in? Question number 7. How many beats to the horse's trot? How many beats to the horse's trot? Then question number 8. When putting on a bridle, which ear goes into the headpiece first? When putting on a bridle, which ear goes into the headpiece first? Then question number 9. Name 2 artificial aids. Name 2 artificial aids. Then question number 10. Name 2 natural aids. Name 2 natural aids. So that was round 4. If anyone would like questions in round 4 repeated, as usual, let us know in the comments down below, and we will repeat them before we move on to round 5. Otherwise, if everyone is happy, we will move on to round 5 and our final round, which is care of the pony at grass.
Damn it, unplugged and you've only got 5% battery.
Let's go on and unplug this.
Okay, so round 5. Question 1. Name 2 types of fencing that are unsuitable for use in Ponies Field. So last week we asked you for the suitable and best fences. Now we're asking you for 2 types of fencing that are unsuitable for use in Ponies Fields. Question number 2. Is it okay to feed your pony grass cuttings? Is it okay to feed your pony grass cuttings? Question number 3. Name 3 ways to supply water to a field. Name 3 ways to supply water to a field. Question number 4. Which way should a field gate open, inwards or outwards? Which way should a field gate open, inwards or outwards? Then question number 5. In the winter, what may happen to the horse's water? In the winter, what may happen to the horse's water? Then question number 6. When feeding multiple horses within the same field, how should you place the hay? When feeding multiple horses within the same field, how should you place the hay? Then question number 7. Name 2 methods of preventing your horse from eating poisonous plants. Name 2 methods of preventing your horse from eating poisonous plants. Then number 8. In the summer, why must you monitor field water carefully? In the summer, why must you monitor field water carefully? Then number 9. When leaving a head collar on in the field, what material should it be made from? When leaving a head collar on in the field, what material should it be made from? And then question number 10, and our final question of this quiz. During the summer, what is the name of the condition that usually affects overweight horses and ponies? During the summer, What is the name of the condition that usually affects overweight horses and ponies? Okay, if anyone would like those questions repeated, please let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, we can start the answers for round 4 and 5. Anyone need any questions repeated? Otherwise, comment whether you are ready for the answers. So are we ready for the answers? We've got some readies coming through. Okay, we've got quite a few readies, and we haven't had any questions come through. So, round number 4, back to know your aids and handling. So, question number 1 was, when brushing your pony's tail, where should you stand? You should stand to the side. To the side. Then question number 2, after dismounting, what should be done with your stirrups? You could have had run them up or cross them over. Run them up or cross them over. Then question number 3, how many beats to the horse's walk? The answer is 4. 4 beats. 4. Question number 4, when turning out a pony, what must you do before letting them go? Well, I said there was 2 fins, so close the gate and turn the pony to face towards the gate, because obviously if you have an assistance to close the gate, that's fine, but the gate must be shut and you should turn the pony to face the gate. Question number 5, what side of the horse do you mount and dismount from? Well, that's the left, or you could have had near side, so left or near side. Question number 6. When trotting up, what must the horse be led in? You're looking for a bridle, obviously to have more control. A bridle. Question number 8. Question number 7, just skipping a question completely. How many beats to the horse's trot? Well, it's 2 beats. 2 beats. Then question number 8. When putting on a bridle, which ear goes into the headpiece first? Well, it's the outside ear, or the furthest away ear from you. So you're putting the bridle on the left-hand side, so it's the right ear. So the right ear. Then question number 9. Name 2 artificial aids. Well, you could have had spurs or whips. Spurs or whip. Crop. Stick. Then question number 10 was name 2 natural aids. So that could obviously be your voice, your legs, your hands, your seat, or your body. So voice, legs, hands, seat, body. Everyone happy with those answers? Does anyone need them repeated? Otherwise, I will move on to round 5 answers. Okay, so round 5. Care of a pony at grass. So, question 1 was name 2 types of fencing that are unsuitable for use in the pony's field. You still see it in places, but it's not good to use. So, barbed wire, sheep fencing, chicken wire, or poisonous hedges is what you could have had. So, you could have had barbed wire, sheep fencing, chicken wire, or poisonous hedges. Question number 2 was, is it okay to feed your pony grass cuttings? Nope. Do not feed your pony grass cuttings. Different when you pull it up, but don't feed it cut by the lawnmower. So nope, not okay to feed grass cuttings because they're toxic. Then number 3, name 3 ways to supply water to a field. You could have had trough, buckets, bath, stream, pond, but pond's not ideal, lake, I suppose. So trough, buckets, stream, river, pond, lake, bath. And then number 4, which way should a field gate open, inwards or outwards? So it should open inwards as not to let any of the horses escape. If you are in a field with other horses, it's easier to be able to keep the rest of the herd in the field. So it opens inwards. And question 5, in the winter, what may happen to the horse's water? Well, it will freeze over, and then you need to break it and smash it. And they say if you put like a ball inside it will stop it from freezing, or it will leave a little bit unfrozen, and they actually learn to move like the tennis ball and get water from it. Use a log. So it will freeze over. Then question number 6, when feeding multiple horses within the same field, how should you place the hay? You need to place multiple piles of hay, spread them far apart, and at least 1 pile more than the amount of horses in the field. If you've got 3 horses in the field, you'll make sure there's 4 piles. So you need to place multiple piles of hay, spread them far apart, and at least 1 pile more than the number of horses. Then question number 7, name 2 methods of preventing your horse from eating poisonous plants. Well, you can spray the fields. You can remove the plants. So whether that be cutting them down if it's a tree, whether it's pulling it out the ground. You could remove any seedlings. So a lot of trees, it's the seeds that are poisonous, e.g. like acorns and chestnuts. You can remove all of them. Cutting down, removing seedlings, and fencing off. Then question number 8. In summer, why must you monitor field water more carefully? Obviously, it being hot, horses are going to drink more, but also the sun might evaporate some of it. So you need to drink more, or some of it, the horses will drink more, or some of it might get evaporated. And by kill them, Lucy, what do you mean? How are you killing the plants? So that would be, I get what you're meaning. You're probably meaning like spraying, which is where you spray the grass with a horse safe chemical, and that will kill / prevent them from growing. Otherwise, question 9 was, when leaving a head colour on the field, what material should it be made from? So a bit like travelling, leather, because it will break more easily. But you can also get field-saved head colours, which have Velcro fastenings. So same thing, there is a certain amount of pressure put on them, and they will break or come apart. The idea is if your horse got caught on the fence, and it would then break rather than handing your horse. So leather is the ideal material, but you can also now get a field safe, specially designed with Velcro fastenings. Lucy, I don't know, just kill them. And then, during the summer, so this is question 10. During the summer, what is the name of the condition that usually affects overweight horses and ponies? We were looking for laminitis. So, laminitis. So, that was the last answer of our week 2 mini to junior quiz. If anyone would like any of the answers repeated, please let us know. Otherwise, let's add up your scores. Let us know how you got on before we have to say bye. And I hope you've all enjoyed it. And obviously on Wednesday we have our junior to senior level quiz with the topics. So our junior to senior level type quiz is footfalls, road rider, bands, and rugs, know your aids and handling, and poisonous plants. So those are the topics. And then obviously on Friday we have the senior quiz, which your topics are fitness, urinary, digestive system, learning theory and behaviour, and feed identification. So what does that word say? And then on Sunday will be your general knowledge quiz with famous riders and horses, equestrians at Olympic Games, venues, and royals and their horses, and racing. Some really good scores coming through. A lot of people being either like 2 off 4 marks or 1 off 4 marks. Bitting, so bits. The art of bitting. So all about your bits. Lucy's description, bridal stuff.
Yeah, that sounds good. Maybe I'm a very good school.
Some really good
Evie.
scores coming through. Evie, that's a really good score. Always improving. That's good. Bit stuff. Super. Well done, everyone. Really good scores coming through. Bits are fun. I like talking about bits. Oh, Lucy says she's very detailed in her descriptions. There's going to be some long answers then. But super, has anyone got any questions before we leave? Otherwise, we hope to see you Wednesday for the junior to senior level quiz. And thank you very much, everyone, for watching. And we hope you've enjoyed them. Otherwise, thank you. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we will see you soon. Bye!
All about
It hasn't ended yet.
you.